So right now we're adding dry ingredients to the wet ones. You want to turn the mixer on low so not to make powder cloud with the SLSA. And then while it's mixing, you can either turn it off or you can just let it keep going. You want to slowly mix the rest of your wet ingredients until they are fully incorporated into the dry ones. And then it should start to look and feel like cookie dough. So once fully incorporated, you want to separate by weight so that you can mix each color individually and each fragrance oil. So you separate into 4 different sections for 4 different colors. So now you want to add your micas to this step and your fragrance oils or essential oils. So you would separate into your 4 different bowls and add mica or lab colors and then your fragrance oil. So you want to lay your wax paper down and sprinkle with baking soda, kind of like flour when you're baking, and you want to spread it around because it keeps the bubble bars from sticking to the wax paper. So you want to take one set of your colorant that's already mixed together and smush it down and make it into a square. You want to mold it as much as humanly possible. Then you add your second color and smush them together and try to mold as much as humanly possible into a square. And then you're gonna roll it into a log once you get them smushed together. Mine looked like an omelet, even though it's not supposed to, but you just smush them together and then you will scoop them with your ice cream scooper. So once you scoop them or cut them, you want to lay them on a rack or mine is just a serving plate. It's a really large serving plate with wax paper because this is where they're going to stay to dry. So you want to leave them there. With logs, you want to roll it to the desired length and add your toppings, if any. I added glitter. You can add soap in beds, sprinkles, whatever you think is going to stick to your dough. Then you want to measure for cutting purposes. So you want to measure it and then leave marks with a serrated knife to make the cuts. So you want to gently cut them because they're still really fragile. And then you roll them a little for the imperfections, and then you place them on your drying rack or your whatever is holding your wax paper. So depending on your recipe, I use 2 wild hairs, so I let these dry for about 3 to 5 days before I package them up, just to be sure that they were completely hardened. There's other recipes that take longer, some that take shorter, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I let them dry between 3 to 5 days. So you want to hold them underwater to hot running water to achieve your maximum bubble velocity. There are tea bags that you can buy that hold it on the faucet so you don't have to do it with your own hands. And sometimes if you just agitate the water, it will also make the bubbles big and fluffy for your perfect bath time.